And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go back to Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Check 55, Mike. Bandit. 50. 55.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Connor on 1st down, able to take this one forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going for it all. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 29 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point now by Boswell. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17. Steelers 14.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier, and this one is right down Broadway. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 50 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, 47. 6-6. Mike 55. Mike 55. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Nice 7. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 54.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike. Flash it, turn.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
To throw is Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Grant. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run with Elliott. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, over.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
50.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Check 4. Monday. 44. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 54. Coming to you.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. With zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
It's a huge roll of the dice, a 2-point conversion to decide the Super Bowl.
Middle. Left out.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Partner, I am at a loss for words. The Super Bowl, you could have kicked the extra point, gone to overtime, guts to go for 2, but now questions to answer as they lose it.
Just think, we were both thinking it as they lined up to go for 2, right? The whole idea of even doing it. And now, just the idea of setting it up. You knew you were going to be the hero or the GOAT. Now they're the GOAT, and there'll be plenty of questions that people like you and me will be asking. Exactly why did you do it?
And they'll be asking those for years and decades to come. I mean, this is one that'll never be forgotten.
Never be forgotten, and I'm not sure there's an answer that's going to satisfy very many people. The interesting part to me is, typically when you do something like this, you think you either have a play that's definitely going to work no matter what, or your team's at the end of its rope and you have to finish it right there.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. A wonderful job